All right, cool. So I just wanted to touch up on one thing because I had a couple questions over the weekend slash bank holiday as well in regards to how I manage my swing trades. So I'm not sure if you guys remember this trade. This happened literally the start of the month. Okay, 1st of May. I remember calling this out. I think Kieran called it out at the time as well. And since then, it's just been slowly and steadily going up. But obviously, for those that didn't stay in, when you see a move like this and then it comes down here, a lot of you start getting scared. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose everything I've got. Oh my God, no, life is over. Like that's how you guys react. But you have to understand the market has to move in waves. It can't just go in one direction forever and then hit your TP and then all of a sudden then it's like, all right, cool, it can drop now. It goes in waves. So since the start of May, and what was it now? At the end of May, basically 28th. Okay, it hasn't gone that far. I mean, in regards to gold, I mean, gold literally does this in literally an hour or two. Okay, but 238 pips. Let's just say you are working a full-time job and an extra £250, £500 will make a big difference to your life and just your bills or whatever else. Okay, let's just say you get paid, I don't know, what's today, Tuesday? I don't know, Friday. That's end of the month, I'm guessing, right? Let's just say you get paid on Friday, you get paid 2,000 after tax. This here gives you 2,500 basically. Okay. And again, that's basically tax free. Okay. So when you start thinking in that perspective, and a lot of people, it's just you kind of know what to do now, but it's mindset. So when you understand the power of that, let's just say, I mean, let's just say you put £1 on that. Okay, that's 200 and let's say £35, right? Okay, let's just say you put £2 on that. Okay, you're doubling up. That's 500 for the month, basically. So when you start looking at things in that perspective now, would an extra 500 make a big difference to your life or bills? Would an extra 250 make a big difference to your bills? And it's all about patience and understanding how the markets work. So when we sent out this trade, here we had what was it? What's the stop loss? I can't even see it, it's so tiny. Okay, 12 pips. Okay, 12 to 13 pips. And now it's gone literally 235. Okay, so your risk to reward ratio there is 18 to 1. Okay, 18 slash 19 to 1. If it does complete this, which I do expect it to do, okay, that risk to reward ratio is let's say 29 slash 30 to 1. Okay, and that's within a month. And that's Euro USD, which is why I always say to you guys, it's probably the safest pair to trade because once it starts trending, although it does go slow, it will get to its destination eventually. So let's just say you had a swing trading account and you had one that is being more aggressive on. You can do things like this. So again, very slow movement, but it's getting there. And we had potential to re-entries here, here, and yeah, we're basically nearly there. So in regards to managing it and the psychology behind it, you just understand the market goes in waves. And let's just say in regards, this is the biggest question I get in regards to stop loss. What do you do with your stop loss? So let's just say we entered here. I'm going to put this as red. It's already red. You can see I was doing an example with someone. Okay, we had our stop loss here initially, right? So let's just say, yeah, that's the lowest point on stop loss. So every time I see price shift and break a mini structure, that's when I move my stop. So let's just say we shifted, broke this, and we went up. I'll wait to see the lowest point it comes to. Okay, could be here, wherever else. I'll see the lowest point it comes to. And when I see it engulfing candle and then it moves again, guess what I'm moving my stop to? Boom. So now, minimum you can walk away with, okay, from this trade will be about 65 pips minimum. Okay, so when do I move my stop next? This is the next previous high that we need to break, right? So what do I say to myself? Cool, once we break that high and we make a pullback, I'll move my stop again. Price does its thing, finally breaks that high over here. Okay, after this low, then I'm like, cool, we should be safe. Boom, move a stop into there. So now minimum you're walking away with, okay, from the start to here is 113 pips now. Okay, cool. Where's the next high? Right here. I say, cool. Once it does shift, breaks, and makes a pullback, guess where I'm moving my stop to next? This is the next low before price start rallying up again, right? So boom, I move my stop there. So now minimum you're walking away with should be about what? 100 and yeah, 60. Okay, 160. You know you got minimum you're walking away with this trade. So now where's the next high that we need to break? Okay, we've got price in here, we've got price in here, and where's our target? There. So once we break this high and we do some kind of pullback, which I believe will be somewhere around here somewhere, guess what I'm going to move my stop to next? Boom. This is how you swing trade, and this is how you manage your risk accordingly. Okay, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Every time you see a pullback and price rallies again, you just move your stop. Okay, boom here, boom there, there. Okay, you can literally just keep doing this, and then you take what the market gives you. Okay, we're not guaranteed anything in this market. Okay, if there's one thing about trading, just know you're not guaranteed anything. And I was doing a session with someone on Friday, and in regards to that, I just said we don't know what's going to happen in the market, but we make very good educated guesses on what we've learned and what we see typically happens. And when you enter a trade, the first thought in your mind is not how much can I make, it's how much am I going to lose? When you start thinking in the opposite direction, everything changes because now you're like, I'm risking, let's say, £30 out of my money, but I'm happy with that risk. Now, if things do go in my way, how much am I going to gain? 100, 150, 200? You're like, great. If the forefront of your mind is how much am I going to lose first, trust me, everything changes. But most of you just go in thinking, how much am I going to win? And you don't even think about your risk. Okay. And then when things go wrong, you're so disheartened, disappointed, whatever it is. But when you flip that psychology, you're like, how much am I lose? How much am I risking? And then you go for it and then you do your thing. And I mean, some of you don't even use stop losses. So let's not even talk about that. But if you don't use a stop loss, I'm not sure who's teaching you or who you're following. Don't do that. Some people might do it. I know there's some bigger leaders in the team that do it. I'm not going to name names, but don't do that. If you're a beginner and you're not experienced and you're not confident losing money, don't do it. Okay, if you've got 500 in your account and you lose that money, you know you're going to cry, use a stop loss. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. But just wanted to tackle that firstly because I always get questions about how I swing trade and people like it when they finally start holding trades and gaining confidence. They're like, you know what, this is actually not so bad, and then they want to learn more. So that's just a little snippet of managing that trade specifically. And then yeah, now let's actually go into actually finding trades that we can actually make some money off this week. So for me right now, I'm in gold. I think Kieran caught this trade as well. Okay, this morning. I think I'm sure he posted in the Goldman results, but I'm right now in this gold trade. Okay, I didn't call it out. It was one that I just literally saw as soon as I got out of bed. It was like 8:30 something. And as I got out of bed, I saw it straight away. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna execute this. And then yeah, I didn't look at it too much. I didn't analyze it, but I was like, I'm willing to take the risk, but I don't want to send out a risky trade to the whole team. And then when people lose, start crying and over leveraging and the whole lot. So I didn't want to send it out to the team, but I probably should have and just say, you know what, if you want to take a risk, do it. But anyway, I'm in this trade right now. I remember I sent out a trade last week where we was here, and I tried to be cheeky and catch a quick buy to then sell. But when we caught, well, we tried to catch that buy, missed our buy limit by like 2 pips, went up for 30 pips, and then dropped. I don't even want to calculate this because it hurts my feelings. Okay, dropped like 800, 900 pips. Okay, I only managed to catch somewhere around here. I only managed to catch this bit, and I was burning, and I was like, "Fuck, man! Like, why couldn't I catch that trade?" But anyway, we're working our way back up into that same area. Okay, that's the plan for this week. Okay, we need a pullback. Why? We've broke structure here, broke structure here, broke structure here. Every time we break structure, what do we need? A pullback, right? So when we're looking at our charts, again, we're in this situation. Actually, wait, this one. Okay, we're in this situation now where we just broke a previous low. So now we need a pullback. That's basically where we're at right now. So that's why I'm buying right now to get that pullback. But I know overall we're selling. But right now we need a pullback into this kind of area and then we're going to drop again. So this is that high area that I'm targeting for this week. Okay. In total, we're getting about 670 pips. Okay. In total, hopefully we do play out. And again, once we broke the structure, how did I know to catch this buy? Market structure. Okay. This is what I mean by understanding structure, internal, external, blah, blah, blah. So in this situation right now, what have we done? Okay, I've only got a buy side for this, but let's just pretend like we did break this low. Internal structure. So I know this is a previous high. Okay, so with this internal structure, I just need price to show me that you're starting to climb. Okay, so basically, let's just pretend that this is that bit here. This is basically where I bought from. When I saw internal structure doing its thing, I was like, cool, I can buy from there. So once I buy from there, what am I targeting? I'm targeting where we basically come from. So this internal structure, this is what I mean. So we climbed, okay, you can see, pull back into here, climbed even higher, pull back into here, climbed even higher. And that's what gave me confidence to buy from there. One, we had the 1 hour demand that got engulfed and price pushed up aggressively. So I'm like, great. Two, we had this gap right here. Okay, so I knew price was going to be attracted to this area. I was looking at this yesterday. That's why it gave me a little bit even more confidence to execute this morning as soon as I got up of bed. So I was like, cool. I saw this yesterday and I was kind of waiting for this trade to just kind of happen and see what happens. And I didn't believe I was going to get into it because I was thinking it's probably going to happen like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning or something like it usually does. And then luckily, as soon as I got up, it was like 8:23 and like 8:25, 8:27, I executed the trade and then it done its thing. So we haven't gone that far yet. Okay, we haven't gone that far yet. From where we're sitting right now, we're like 62 pips in profit, and hopefully we can just break this high. So that's the next high that I'm looking to break. And then obviously price is all covered here. No, really, I mean, got some gap in here, gap in here, gap in here, and a big gap in here. So that's why I know price should be attracted to that area. So right now, if you're looking for an entry, I mean, the safest place I can see potentially entry for right now, and this is not even looking that clean, but let's just see the 1 minute as well. And let me just look at the chat box real quick. Someone's asking something. I caught the sell now. I'm in a buy, but I have a late entry. I caught the sell now. Oh, you caught the sell. I'm guessing you mean from last week, and now you're in a buy. But yeah, you need to learn how to use commas, bro. English classes, bro. You learn to use commas. But yeah, can we use the same logic for scalping? Yolo Feyi, I'm guessing you're Nigerian, bro. Um, yeah, I mean, what are you talking about in regards to, wait, what's your wording? Can we use the same logic? In regards to logic, what do you mean? Like when I was talking about like moving your stops, or like what do you mean? Or do you mean just the entry? If it's the entry, then yeah, it applies to every time frame. It just depends. Are you after 20 pips or are you after 200 pips? Because if you want to scalp, then yeah, he's got on a 1 minute time frame, look at the structure, and you do the same thing. So again, same entry that I got for gold right now. I mean, you just do the same thing on a 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever it is that you want. So it depends. If you're after 10 to 20 pips, go on a 1 minute, look for this kind of structure and do that thing. If you're after 200 pips, you go on to the 15 minute, 30 minute, and you do the same thing. So it just depends what you're after. But the logic and the strategy applies for all pairs. I trade everything. Nearly every trade you see me enter is near enough identical. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but yeah, there you go, bro. So yeah, it's literally just the same. So if you're after 10, 20 pips of scalp, then you do the same thing on a 1 minute. So for example, I got in on a 1 minute as well. So again, it's understanding. This is what I mean when you understand structure, right? So I looked at it in 1 hour. I know that was that big 1 hour area. It had like a 35 pip stop. But what did I do straight away? I went to the 1 minute. I saw this structure through here, and I was like, look, I'm gonna enter. I remember it was it. So this is 9:30. So I must have entered earlier than that. Or was it around 9 that I entered? Interesting. Now I'm confusing myself. So maybe it was around 9:30 instead of 8:30. I thought I entered. So cool. So I saw this 1 minute structure and I was like, you know what? I'm seeing this thing happening. Okay. I'm seeing the same thing happening that happens all the time. So we had these lows. Okay. We had those lows. Okay. Liquidity wipe. We've done that. So I'm like, great. So again, let me just go along with the picture with you so you guys understand what I'm talking about. We had these lows. Boom. It got taken out. So I'm like, interesting. Okay. Now what am I looking for? I'm looking for price to head up, break structure or do something. And I'm like, great. And then I can start looking at pricing in here. So let's go back to the chart. Okay, so price broke that low, and then we start seeing price heading up. And then from there, we break these mini structures in here, and then we come back. Boom, you execute right there. Your stop loss is under here. So instead of having a 35 pip stop, okay, you now turn that to 7/8 pips. Okay, and then yeah, from there, price starts heading up. We break these internal highs. We come back one more time. So obviously, if I wasn't in, I would execute here again. Okay, boom, execute. Where's the next high? Right here. Tap. Where do we come back into? FVG. We narrowly missed this candle, but we come into this gap, this IPA gap, and then boom, you execute again. Where's the next target? These highs through here. And just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Guess what? If I missed all of that, guess what I can do again? Same exact entry. Gap. Price takes out these lows. Boom, taps into here. And then we head off again. So if you're scalping, Faye Akin, I'm not going to say your full Nigerian name, but it's just the same thing. If you want to scalp, you do exactly the same thing. So for this one specifically, this was literally bang on. Okay, you have a 3 pip stop and then boom, 50 pips up. Okay, so literally just like that, 3 pip stop loss, boom, 50 pips up if you wanted to scalp. And that happened. So the entry was at 12:02 and the highest point it went was at 12:55. Okay, so near enough, let's just say literally 45 minutes or so, boom, 50 pips done in a bag. Okay, so yeah, but anyway, re-entries. I think we narrowly just missed this one as I was explaining all of that. But if I was to say a safest place to enter, if you're on a 1 minute, I'll say look at this area right here. Okay, similar to what happened here, where price came once and you probably thought you would have missed it. And then what happened? We actually came back for the perfect entry. Okay, had a gap, boom. Same situation here. We've got this demand candle on this 1 minute, even though you might think you've missed it. But if you wanted to enter, I'd rather wait for something like this. If it does obviously break this high, then obviously then we start looking at this candle. But right now we haven't. So I'm still thinking we can get a full pullback. So for example, if we got our fib from this low to this high, if you went shopping, would you rather get 60% off or 90% off? Okay, you'd rather get 90% off, right? And look where 89% lines up with. So if it doesn't break this high, this will be the safest entry for you guys to get in. So just be patient, see what happens with this high. If it doesn't break it, just keep this in mind. And then your stop loss should be, okay, should be about 6 pips. Okay, you get 6 pips. And what we targeting for the week? I mean, this is on a 1 minute, so I'm not sure if I can even actually, okay, it stretches that far. Okay, so let's just say you had a 6 pip stop loss, but then you got 650 pips out of it. Okay, that's the target for this week. So again, even if you do lose 6 pips, so what? Okay, we already know the target for the week, right? So this is what I mean, especially when trading gold. I always say this, when trading gold, you might need 2 to 3 entries sometimes. It will suck your money, but then risk to reward ratio is the king when you trade in gold. Okay, so we know the end target. Okay, even if we don't get this high, let's just say we only get 50% of this. Okay, that's still 280 pips. Okay, and we already know more than likely is going to come up into here, right? Even and I'm going to start teaching a little bit more fundamentals again, guys, because this is something that I learned some time ago, but I didn't use it as aggressively, and I was like, technicals kind of work better for me anyway. But I'm gonna start introducing more fundamentals for the more advanced guys. Okay, so I remember doing a whole masterclass on it with my old company, and I'm gonna bring a bit of the teachings back. But I was looking at Treasury yesterday and the day before. Right now, in the last 4 months, nearly every bank and treasury, they're all long gold. Okay. In the last 4 months, they've put in a lot of money into gold. Okay. And we can imagine why. All the stuff that's happening around the world and oil is kind of flip-flopping. Again, all these fundamental aspects all count. So when I start looking at the numbers that these guys are putting in, all of them for the last 4 months have been very bullish gold, which is why we've seen this aggressive move. Okay. Literally since literally the start of the year. I mean, even since October. But again, that's more seasonality, right? Okay, so since the end of last year, look how bullish these guys have been. Okay, and looking at the technicals, I mean, fundamentals yesterday and the day before, these guys are putting a lot of money into gold right now. So even this move, I'm just thinking could be just 600 pips. Who knows? We can actually go higher. Okay, if I go into my quarter points, you guys already know where I was looking at um, last week when I was saying 2,500. We can potentially push into 2,500 still because structure is still on our side to be bullish. Okay, we broke these highs, we made a pullback. Okay, into this area. We haven't challenged these lows at all, and now price is heading up again. So who knows? 2,500 can still be a target that we're talking about. So right now, from 2,500 about 1,500 pips away, literally bang on, because now we're just climbing above 2,450. Okay, right now we're just sorry 2,350. Right now we're just climbing above 2,350. So we're literally bang on that zone right now. That's where we've kind of bought from, right? So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see how things develop. Okay, let's just break this 2,350 level and I'll be more confident of things happening. So yeah, let's just see exactly how that plays out. And then yeah, we'll be all over it. But for now, like I said, if you're looking to kind of get in, then like I said, that 1 minute will probably be the safest place. Let me go back to this. Oh, we literally just broke that high as well. Okay, so all right, cool. Yeah, I'll still say to keep an eye on this because price is literally here. But like I did say, this will be the next. Damn, that happened mad quick. That happened mad quick. One sec. Boom. I mean, that's literally happening right now. I didn't even give a chance. They didn't give us a chance to even come back to it. But I'll rather still. What do you think about potential Euro JPY sell? All right, I'll come back to that. But damn, that happened mad quick. So we're currently literally here. Price action right now is not showing us that we're bullish, kind of, but it literally just tapped back into exactly what I said would happen, and it's kind of happening. So if you guys got in, you got in. If you missed it, I'm sorry, man. But this is gold for you. When I'm teaching, especially, like I don't have time just to like check every single detail that's going on at the time. But yeah, literally, that's what I said. If we break that high, this will be the next entry, and literally just happened right there. So if you did get in and you want to get in, it's totally up to you. But personally, if I missed that, I'll still personally wait for this just to see what happens. If it breaks this high one more time, then yeah, it's charged in it, charge it to the game, keep it stepping. Right now, it looks like it wants to. So boom, that's happening. But yeah, let's leave that for now. Let me go back into other pairs that I'm looking at for this week. And then we'll come back to see if there's a potential entry in there. So Euro AED. This is the one that we got into last week. I've done about 130 pips, I think. was targeting this high, and then yeah, it went even higher. So it went about 160 pips. So yeah. So now re-entry. I'm looking at this. Okay, let me just move this to the side. Okay, re-entry. I'm looking at this. So again, similar to gold that I got this morning. Okay, we've got this gap here as well. Okay, you got this gap that price should be attracted to. So I'm looking at this right now, where I'm looking for re-entry. Because again, what have we done? It's just a simple thing. Just understand structure, guys. Every time we break a high, okay, we broke this one and this one. We need a pullback. And then you ask yourself, where did it start from? What's not been covered yet? What gaps have we got? And then you start looking at this. You've got a gap right here. You've got this candle right here. That's what caused price to break structure, right? So then you can get your fib from this low to this high, and magically look what 89% is again. Okay. So then once you figure that out, you're like, great. Stop loss. What are you going to be risking? 15 pips. What's the target? And again, as you guys know, yeah, let's just drag this over here because we shifted it. I might even need to go to a bigger time frame just to get the whole picture. Okay, so last week was targeting this IPA, wherever it is. Okay, right here. Okay, targeting the IPA. Was this even on a daily? This is why you should label your stuff, guys. What the hell just happened? Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go. So on the daily, that's that big ass IPA. So boom, let's just label that now so I don't forget again. Uh, Daily. Okay, cool. Boom. So that's the target. That's what we're targeting right now. We broke this low, and since then we haven't come back that high. So if we do manage to get that trade, that's like 630 pips over there. That'll be the target with 15 pip stop loss. Okay. And again, like I said, even if we don't get the full 615, what are you always targeting? You're just targeting the previous high. So let's just say does come into here. You're just targeting the previous high. So 15 pip stop loss, 130 pip gain. Gain minimum. That's what you should be targeting. Okay, so that's the trade that I'm looking at. I'll post this in gold mine in a sec because that is coming in very fast. So so yeah, we'll see exactly how that happens. But yeah, this is looking good. That's that trade I'm looking at. I'll post in gold mine in a sec. Other things I'm looking at specifically for this week. USD Chef, we already started tanking from there. I think the Monaro verse called this out last week as well. But I was looking, I mean, it could still happen. It makes sense for me. I was still thinking, can we come up this high into this area? Okay, it's already started going down from here, but I'll be patient to see what happens. We're currently at a demand zone right now. Can we get one more push up and then tank? Because if we do, I think, is this the trade or is it USD? Yeah, it's this trade. It's USD Chef. It should give us it should give us about 1,000 pips just based on market structure. Okay, when we're looking at this picture, again, it's just the same thing that's happening over and over again. So we had this high, boom, it got taken out. This was the previous low. It takes it out. So what happens? We get a pullback. Okay. So that was the initial entry. Okay. We get a pullback into here. I think this is when Monarverse actually did call it out and was looking at the same thing. Boom. That was the initial entry. We didn't go above this high. So again, similar to, let me get this picture again. This is the situation. Okay. This is the highest point. Okay. We brought this low, come back into here, and then we start making our way down. Okay. We're basically in these kind of phases. Okay, so when we see this, you're seeing the market structure play out. Okay, and price is actually aggressively moving down here, which is why gold and GBP, USD, Euro USD, all that kind of stuff is actually shifting. And then let's get this picture as well. Okay, so you see the highs get taken out. Okay, highs get taken out. Oh, okay, I'm clicking that wrong one. Okay, then we push up, drop, we break structure. Okay, and then we make our way back, and then we look to go even lower. So exactly that. Okay, highs be made, gets taken out, break structure, we make that pullback, and then we look to go lower. So you can see exactly everything is literally just, it's in your face. The market literally tells you what it's going to do. You just need to be patient enough and smart enough to actually notice it. But it literally tells you what it wants to do. And then you can kind of predict the next moves. So now you can be ambitious and say, cool, where am I going next? And obviously, I'm not just randomly putting this here. It needs to match up with something, right? Okay, so let me just go on to the weekly. Okay, so you can see, let me just put this line right here. Okay, you can see this weekly demand candle right here. Let me just make this a bit wider so you guys can see it. Okay, you can see this last down candle that pushes price up. Okay, that's what I'm targeting. So let me just mark this out as well. Let's put W. Okay, so you can see that's where price wants to head basically. So you can see we take out this low, come down into here. So when I put my TP, let me just do this. When I put my TP, it's not just random. You can see exactly where it is. Okay, literally bang on that weekly. So it's not just random pricing that I'm just thinking, yeah, great, we should come down here. Okay, it's literally all planned out, it's all mapped out. So now you can understand why I've put this right here, where I'm like, cool, we should target that zone. Okay, so you can see that. And then, yeah, I mean, we're still a very, very long way from that happening. Okay, still a very, very long way. But again, let's just say you've done half of that. Okay, let's just say you've got that initial entry. You just target this demand zone. That's 300 and let's say 325 pips. Okay, you come down into this zone, like halfway of the move. Okay, 550 pips, let's call that. Let's say you take out this low. Okay, that's 870 pips. Okay, and then you come down to here and then you get literally 1,125 bang on. Okay, so this is how you kind of start understanding market structure and how you start trading it. And then from there, your trades just start rolling. So you don't have to hold the whole thing for 2 weeks, 5 months, or whatever else. You can say, cool, take out one low, take your profit, wait for the pullback, get in again, and you just keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. So Billy says he's in. Leighton says, wow, okay, I'm guessing that was for something else. But yeah, that's literally that. So we'll see if it does come up one more time to give us that entry there, but it's really kind of done its thing there, so I doubt it. So I'll be curious to see what happens in and around this area, and then I'll keep you guys posted. USD CAD, yeah, this has already started going. Okay, I think I narrowly missed. I got a sell limit, and it narrowly missed me last week, which is quite upsetting. Okay, literally, I was in here. I was in 15. Then I labeled this. I'm sure I labeled this now. Clearly, I didn't. Okay, so it narrowly missed me. Let me just go to the 30 because that should be able to see. Check on gold again. All right, cool. But yeah, this one literally just narrowly missed me. I was like, bruh. So yeah, that's literally how far down is that now? Okay, 130. It's not bad. Let me check on gold again. What's happening? Ah, bro, it's going even higher. Sorry, man. If you guys didn't get into this, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was that trade. I did say he actually was brave enough just to execute it anyway. He was actually brave enough to execute it. Let me see the chat box. Can you check on gold again, please? Oh, sure. I just said check on it. Well, who actually got in right there? Like, did anyone do it? Or is it just way too quick? Destiny says she got in. TK got in. Alpha's putting a thumb down. Chris executed it, bro. Lovely. I believe I got in. Late. What do you mean you believe you got in? You either got in or you're not. Sorry, I said it was too quick. I know. I'm sorry, man. Zoom user, I just put perfect. Well, yeah. All right. For you guys that didn't get in, again, next safest place I'll say is the same thing. This is what I mean when you understand how we trade. It's just the same thing over and over again. Boom, down candle, engulfing, leaves a gap. There's your entry. Okay, literally same thing I said for this. I said if we don't come down to this is gonna happen, and look where we are now. So next one, if you guys didn't get in, same thing. Okay, you just keep doing the same thing, and like I said, if it fails, you already know. All right, this one's out of the picture now because that's happened. So you know this right here. It's not been touched, got a tiny gap there. So you already know now this is out of the question because it's happened. Let's just say again, an old way I used to explain this is imagine the candles are balloons, okay? And these wicks are like needles. Did this needle pop this balloon? Yes, it did. It came into it, popped. So that's out the game. Okay, nothing has popped this balloon yet, and nothing has popped this balloon yet. That's a very childish and very simple way that I can explain demand and supply to you, if you should still use them or not. Okay, when I said this one's out the game, did this needle pop this balloon? Yeah, it's done. So that's out the game. Okay, nothing has popped this balloon yet, nothing's popped this balloon yet. And let's just pretend there's money stuck in these balloons, which technically there is. Okay, this is how you know which candle you should use. Okay, so for now, price is shifting up. If price comes back into this one, you're like, great. You execute there. Stop loss. Okay, you can have it at 6 pips again. Okay, if you want to be extra safe, I mean, you could put under here, but there's no need really. Okay, it should just be this one. And then if it does fail here, then you got this entry here. Okay, and then I mean, what's that stop loss? Again, about 6 pips. God is being generous these days. Or should I say just today? Usually, even on a 5 minute or whatever else, you'll still have like a 10, 15 pip stop. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys did getting off this one, then congrats to you. Sorry, it was just way too quick for some people, but yeah, literally 50 pips since we got into that. Um, what's happened in chat box? So up, Billy says up 20 pips. Leighton is just laughing. I'd rather be safe than take the risk with gold. Yeah, yeah, gold is not something you really want to mess around with. But yeah, safest place again. If you want to get in, I'll say if it does pull back into here, yeah, right here is just kind of mid-range where you're just like in between. So again, safest place, I'll say here. But if you wanted to take the risk here, it's totally up to you. But I'll just say just wait for this because you've got a lot of supply and demand in this area. So this will be the most safest place. Here, just kind of in between tricking you. So again, every time you're confused, I'm thinking, should you get in? Just get your fib to the highest point. And again, look at magically where 89% is and ask yourself, would you rather get 50% off or would you rather get 90% off? And that should answer your question of where you should potentially get in. Facts, I'd rather be safe than patient. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, for gold, yeah, I mean, I'm in from down these sides, so yeah, we're not the same right now. I'm sorry. I'm not in your boat. I'm not in your shoes right now. So yeah, for you guys that ask like, damn, should I wait for this one or this one? Well, yeah. Well, yeah, just be patient, guys. Just be patient, man. Um, someone said, what did someone say I should look at again? Where's my chat box gone? Where the hell's my chat box disappeared to? Someone said I should look at something JPY. Um, where is it? I'm sure I saw that, no? Or am I going crazy? Oh yeah, there. What do you think of potential Euro JPY sell? All right, Chris. Euro JPY, Euro JPY. That's already kind of happening, bro. I'm not sure. Have you got something marked up already, Chris? But right now, again, looking at fundamentals, JPY is in an interesting place. Okay, JPY is in an interesting place because was it last week or the week before they done their was it inflation? Yeah, I think it was inflation they done, right? And they actually came out way better than anyone thought it would be. Okay, so right now JPY is in an interesting place, which is why you're seeing since that happened, price is staggering. Okay, they're like no one really expected it. So now you're just seeing a lot of buyers and sellers in the market just kind of battling each other. Okay, but before it was just like, yeah, cool, let's go out. But now it's just like, we're not so sure what's going on. So JPY right now is a bit of a techie one, but overall, Euro should be stronger. So this should go down because Euro is stronger right now. But yeah, right now JPY because they announced the inflation is way better than anyone would have expected. So now just kind of techie, and I'm not really seeing the price action where it's just like, yeah, great. So yeah, but it's interesting because Euro is stronger right now, so it should technically be going up. But yeah, if anything, it would just be a pullback because we made this high, we made that pullback there, but now this high is being challenged. So yeah, for me personally, I'm not trying to trade this right now. I'm not gonna lie because the market structures all over the place. JPY has just done the inflation rate that was way better than anyone expected. Euro should be stronger, but again, we're just seeing price just kind of just chilling. I don't like when price is just chilling because it should be moving quite swiftly, aggressively. But yeah, but let me just see. Let me just go to replay mode and just do something real quick. So I just want to see what's happening in here on the smaller time frames. Let's go 5 minute. This is interesting. On a 5 minute, we've got this candle right here that we could potentially play off. Replay mode once more. I just want to see it on a 1 minute as well. On a 5 minute, that's looking interesting. Okay, so yeah, that's probably the best entry. If we're gonna sell, everything's covered here, and we've got this big ass gap through here. And let me mark this up as well. Let's see what it might look like on the. Let's just actually reset everything. Okay, let's go back and let's go back to the 1 hour. I just want to see where that all lines up with refresh. Oh, we're literally in that zone right now. Okay, okay, Chris, we're literally in that zone right now. So I don't realize. I thought it was way lower than that. Oh shit. All right, cool. Chris, you might be onto something, bro. So wait, have you sold already? Yeah, you caught it. Yeah, lovely, cool. Okay, say no more, Chris. So what? You don't want to bring no one in? you're just waiting for you're just waiting for the call. So wait, did you execute it on the 5 minute, 1 hour? Like what made you execute it? Now I'm curious about why you executed it. Or did you do exactly the same thing I just did? Or like what? What did you do? Because that was actually you're banging right in the area. 1 hour. Okay. Say no more. Say no more, Chris. I see you, bro. I see you. So wait, let me look at this on 1 hour. Ah, so that 1 hour had that gap there as well. Okay. So yeah, off this candle, I'm guessing you literally execute off there. So I'm guessing your stop loss is just over here somewhere, which is what, 5 pips? Wait, is that 5 pips? That can't be 5 pips. Every time you're trading gold, it just messes with your head a little bit. Yeah, legit 5 pips. That's crazy. On the 1 hour, I might just bugging. Wait. That's just wait. That's confusing the hell out of me. Why is the numbers reading like that? That can't be 5 pips, can it? No, it's not. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, am I bugging? All right, cool. All right, that was a good entry, man. So for you guys who might be interested in this, damn, that was a good entry, man. I'm low-key jealous now. For you guys that want to get in, it just broke this low here. Let's go on a 5 minute. Broke that low. Just broke that demand. It's not respecting it. I mean, yeah, I mean, the best place to get back in would be either this previous broken demand zone or just somewhere in here. But yeah, you might have to wait a little while because it's not forming any true structure right now. But yeah, just the bottom of that demand, which should give you about, if it does come up into here, I doubt it again, but 10 pip stop. But yeah, that's aggressively going down. So that means, oh man, that USD JPY trade keeps on getting further and further away from me then. Keeps on getting further and further away from me. Say no more, say no more. But yeah, Chris, well done for that trade, man. And anyone that's interested in that, yeah, just be patient for that pullback. But for this USD JPY trade, I really want it to come up into this area, man. One more time, please. I missed the initial move. I just want this so bad. It's so close, but yet so far. I just want it to come up into here, like, please, one more time, man. Because I literally marked this out like time ago and I missed the entry. I was pissed off. I was thinking, sure, it's going to come back. And it just keeps on eluding me. Like one time here, then the next time here. And it's just not trying to come back into this area. But soon I have to just execute it somewhere. Well, cool. Was there anything else anyone's looking at that wants me to look at? Because I'm not looking at too much right now, except for gold. They're just climbing. Actually, quick one. Let's just actually see the DXY as well. DXY is behaving, and it should be going slightly lower into here, which gives us a lot of moves for GBP USD should be going up, which it is, and we are about 200, let's say 300 pips away from hitting our target. If I can find a nice entry on that, I will. Euro USD, the same. Okay, we're some way away from that. So again, we'll see if we can find a nice entry for that. So about 170, 180 pips away from that. I don't trade AD, USD and stuff like that. So yeah. But was there anything else anyone is looking at that wants me to look at? Let's see quickly Bitcoin as well. Yeah, Bitcoin narrowly missed us last week as well, man. But I'm still hopeful that we can still get that entry right there. So let me just move these again. Still hopeful that we could potentially still get this entry because gold is doing the same thing right now as well. So let's just see if we can still make our way up into here. So this morning, I mean, I was sleeping at this time. So was this like 6 o'clock? It literally tapped into, again, this is what I mean when you understand what's going on, guys. So again, this is, I'm going to finish off on this. This is going to be more of a lesson than let's find the entry. But again, look, market structure. Okay, was, as you can see, we're continuously in the uptrend. Okay, that's the highest point now. I'll mark this. Okay, that's the highest point. And this is the lowest point of that structure. So now everything inside of these two blue lines is internal structure. Okay, internal structure. So again, let's just say we are here. Yeah, let's just say we're here. So this is the low, this is the high point. Everything inside this now is going to be internal structure. So as you can see, when price came as low as this, it did not challenge or break this low. In other words, when price came down from here, as you can see, it did not go past this place here. So we're still inside the structure. So now we know price either has to break the high point or the low point to change structure. Okay, if we're going to continue going up, it needs to break this high, make a pullback and not break this low and keep going up. If we're going to go lower, if price now decides to break this low, it's basically telling us that, look, I'm done going up. I want to go down now. Okay. So what we know is going to happen next, we'll get a pullback and then we'll continue going down. So as you can see, we're still in an uptrend, right? But through here, as we did not challenge this low, now internally, we know where's the highest point before anything can happen again. Okay, right here. So we're now either going to use this as a target or potential entry. So when price comes off here, goes even higher. This is internal structure now, right? So let's go back into here. We can see we made a high, but we haven't challenged this high yet. So once it makes a pull back into here, we're getting closer to challenging this high or using it to go back down. So now it gives me confidence. Let's just say I did the wake up earlier to now get into a situation like this because I know we've broken this high in here internally. Okay, we didn't make the pullback yet, and then we went even higher, and then finally, boom, it taps right into here. And again, what's the symptoms and what's the signs that we see? Gap, okay, IPA/FVG, whatever you want to call it. And specifically, this down candle that gets engulfed. Okay, specifically that down candle that gets engulfed, and the price comes in 6 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock this morning, taps it, and since then, we've been rising. So how many pips since this morning? Let's just say you did put a buy limit on there. Okay, right now we're floating at 92 pips, points, whatever you want to call it. Your stop loss, although if you did want to trade that, okay, it would have to be 48. But let's just say we traded it exactly how we traded gold this morning. Okay, what can you do? You see that it hits the point of interest. Okay, straight away you can go to the 5 minute, you go to the 1 minute. So on the 5 minute, you're looking at all of this, you're like, cool, you could potentially have entered here because this was a down candle engulfing, and then boom, you know you could have entered here. Once it comes into this zone, let me just put this, why is it not clicking? There you go. You can highlight this as your lowest point, price breaks above. Okay, it doesn't quite break that high, which should have kind of maybe put you off a little bit, but you're just like, you know what, I'm going to take the risk. So instead of having a 48 pip stop, it was, I think, you can now have 20 pips. So you're literally half it. And then since then, price went up. The highest point was at 117 pips. If you missed that and you wasn't confident, you broke this high. Guess what you could do next? Okay, this is where you understand the concepts. Okay, you break this high, you mark out this area. Okay, boom, you execute here. Stop loss should be nothing more than 15, I don't think. Okay, boom, 8 pips, 9 pips, and then it goes up. So if you entered there, okay, boom, 80, 83 pips. Okay, and again, this is on a 5 minute chart, right? So how long did it take from here to here? Remember, you're just always challenging the next high, right? And what happens? It challenges it right here. So it took 55 minutes, 82 pips. Okay, and then price, what does it do? Just as we're speaking, you always mark out your gaps. So there was a gap right there. Boom, IPA/FBG. That's one of your entries. And then obviously I always prefer the bodies of the candles, right? But you can see it just literally taps into there. So again, this is literally in regards to structure and entries. I mean, there's no quick, better lesson I can give you in regards to that. I mean, yeah, it's literally that simple. But again, it comes with time, practice, and understanding what the hell's going on. So now, off those little entries, guess where the target is? Again, every time I've got entries like this, I'm always thinking, cool, it's either going to be an entry for me or it's going to be a target. So since then, let's just say we missed the morning and you got in here, you know you still got 200, let's say 300 pips to ride up into the area. Like I said, it's either going to be an entry or it's going to be a target. Okay, it's one of those two. But we know for sure price should come up into the area. And what else did it create? Equal highs. Okay, equal highs are not your friend in the market, or they are our friends if you're looking to blast straight through them. Okay, but equal highs gives you more of a chance to make some money because we know price is created on purpose. Okay, price creates it on purpose and then blast straight through it to take everyone's money that she was trying to sell from these kind of areas. Okay, so that's just a quick lesson in regards to why we trade the way we trade and having entries as your targets. And then if it does play in that area, you then take the entry. Okay, so yeah. What's happening in chat box? Have you gone over GBP Chef? It's not a pair I trade. I don't like it really. I'm not going to look at it. So what strategy do you use and do you use indicators? No, Ben, everything you're seeing on my screen is literally what we're looking at right now. Don't use no indicators, like nothing. Okay, best indicator to use is smart money concepts and Lux Algo. Yeah, exactly that. And also Monara. Monara using Bat, Shark, and now Gartley, because Kieran's brought me in on the Gartley, which is a little bit more closer. So Gartley and all these kind of things, once you understand the trades that we take, okay, let me just actually refresh this and sign in. When you understand the kind of trades that we take, it literally points out all these kind of things. Okay, it's done that thing. I need to close it and then re-enter. I have to do that later. I ain't got time for that right now because the thing's timed out. All right, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do that another point. But anyway, so Bat, Shark, and Gartley will always point you in the smart money trades. Okay, they always point you out in the smart money trades in regards to the demand and IPA or FVG areas, and then from there you just say, cool. You take the trades that Monaro will send you. Okay, but again, Kieran, I'm sure we'll go over that tomorrow in his session. So definitely tune into that to understand a little bit more about that. But yeah, this is how we trade, man. This is literally it. Okay, but who asked me about GBP Chef? I'll just do it for you. Leighton, you're lucky I like you, bro. GBP CHF. I ain't looked at this for time. I'm sure I've got markings on it somewhere though. All right, what's happened with this? Have you got anything marked out for it already, or like what's the situation? But yeah, GBP's right now just climbing. Let's go on the daily. Let's see what the hell's going on. Last time I did mark this out, this was what I thought would happen, kind of. But yeah, we went even higher. So where the hell is it climbing to? That's the question. Let me go into the weekly. Oh, damn. Okay. So right now, GBP Chef is climbing to here. Okay, so £1 21. Okay, it's climbing to £1 21. That's where GBP Chef is climbing to. So £1 21 is your target. And right now we are currently about 380 pips away from that. Okay, so if you're looking at GBP Chef, I'll be looking for buys. Price is climbing to £1 21. And best entries, if you're looking at that, damn, last week was the best entry, really. I'm not sure when the hell I marked this out, but yeah. Yeah, if we're looking at entries right now, I mean, this is why I don't trade GBP Chef, man. It's just so messy and just, uh, just looking at it hurts my eyes. If you're looking at entries right now, I mean, we're playing off this demand right here in the 4 hour. But obviously, if I could enter as low as possible, I'll be looking at these kind of areas. But for now, if you want to be cheeky and just see if you can climb, because again, this is what GBP Chef does. I'll be looking at something like this in here. Okay, because we've got this big ass move that happened. It left this big ass gap from there to there. So I'll be looking at this personally, fast trading this, the gap, and then obviously our candles. So this is what I'll be personally looking at. So let's put that demand in there. What time frame is this? 1 hour. Okay, H1. If you're looking at GP Chef, bro, this is what I'll be looking at right now. Okay, gap to be fulfilled, and then demand candle, and then if it doesn't stop there, I mean you got a long way down. Okay, long, and then obviously you get the preferred entries that I would prefer anyway down here. Okay, so if you're looking at this right now, this is what I'll be looking at. How far were you away from this? So like, let's just say 50 pips, and then I kind of see that other area that we just marked out. Okay, there. So again, you'll be looking at. Let me put a risk reward ratio on this. Okay, let's just say you did enter right there. Your stop loss would be literally, I mean, 10 pips. I mean, if you wanted to enter off the IPA, 50% of the IPA just to be a bit safer that you would get in, because sometimes when being too precise, we do miss out a trade sometimes. So I mean, even that is only giving you a 15 pip stop. Okay, 15 pip stop for, let's do this. 15 pip stop for 420 back is not bad. So you can put your entry literally 50% of the IPA, FEG, whatever you want to call it. Okay, 50% of that, which would be about 15 pips, and then you get 200. What did we say? How much was it? 422 back. Okay, so that's the trade I'll be looking at personally if I was trading GBP Chef. Okay, so bro, that's you right there, man. Okay, that's you right there. If you do make money off it, you owe me 5% of it though. Okay, so just let you know. I'll send you my bank account details soon. Okay, on this GBP USD, can you do a quick run through? I didn't do GBP USD. Right now it's not giving no clean entries. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that for now. But yeah, if I do find anything, I'll be sure to let you know. But yeah, this was something I think I was looking at last week. But yeah, we've broken past that. So now I'm just gonna just wait to see what's happening with this. But cool. And leave it as that. This was kind of a market open slash lunchtime pips. So you guys can be happy. But I'm sorry about this gold, man. If you didn't get into this gold, I'm really sorry, bro. But yeah. But I'm sure we'll find some re-entry sooner or later. But damn, that was aggressive. Who would have thought, man? God literally holds no prisoners, isn't it? Since we spoke and started the session, and this happened so quick. I mean, we literally shifted 100 pips. God literally holds no prisoners, bro. But yeah, all right. I'll leave it as that for today, guys. Until next time, peace out, man.